Adam Smith is a Scottish moral philosopher and a pioneer of political economics. One of the key figures of the Scottish Enlightenment, Smith is the author of the theory of moral sentiments and an inquiry into the nature and causes of the wealth of nations. The Wealth of Nations is the first modern work of economics. Smith is widely cited as the father of modern economics.
Early in my life, I discovered my love of economics. However, I didn't realize what a toll this would take on my life. Day to day, I'm constantly thinking about the economy, and it's ruining my life. It's alienated me from society, and I have no friends. All I do is I just stay home and theorize and count money and make graphs. These are my assets. They are my properties, possessions, and claims on others. Richard Cantillon,
hey.
Come in! Okay. I have exciting news, I call it the Lorenz curve. It is a graphical representation of the cumulative distribution function of the empirical probability distribution of wealth. It is often used to represent income distribution, where it shows the bottom percent of households and what percent of the total income they have. Yeah. Isn't it exciting? Richard Cantillon, I don't know what to make for breakfast. I have excellent egg making skills, but if I make toast, then my eggs will get cold.
Well, I have excellent toast making skills, but I don't know how to make eggs.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
We should check the grid. Well, according to this decision-making grid, making eggs maximizes my utility, and making toast maximizes yours. We are excellent trading partners.
Karl Menger is the founder of the Austrian School of Economics, famous for contributing to the development of the theory of marginal utility, which contested the cost of production theories of value developed by the classical economists such as Adam Smith and David Ricardo. Menger was the tutor of Archduke Rudolf von Habsburg for 3 years, and his most famous book, Principles of Economics, was published in 1871.
I know that Bruce Willis was really dead the entire time!
That's crazy.
I know! Wait, David, did you know that money is not an invention of the state? It's not a product of a legislative act. The sanction of political authority is not necessary for its existence!
Carl, you sound insane right now. Do you realize that?
Oh God, I'm sorry. I hate that I have to deal with this every day. My friends and family hate when I go on and talk about the economy, but I can't help it. It's taking away my life and tearing my relationships apart. So, today I'm going to see my therapist, and I'm bringing along my friend David Ricardo. Early in my economic career, David was like an inspirational mentor to me, but I have some unresolved issues that I need to face with him.
And how does that make you feel?
You were always bombarding me with economic terms, like deficit spending, spending in excess of revenues collected, or barter economy, the moneyless economy that relies on trade. And your constant philosophical quotes, like,
It is not by the absolute quantity of produce obtained by either class that we can correctly judge the rate of profit, rent, and wages,
but by the quantity of labor required to obtain that produce, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, I did not ask to be your mentor.
How can I help it? You're an English political economist, often credited with systematizing economics. You're a member of parliament, a businessman, and a fierce speculator.
Don't forget my contribution, the theory of comparative advantage, also known as production at a lower opportunity cost.
Exactly, man, that's why I love you.
I love you, man.
So good.
John Maynard Keynes is a British economist whose ideas have profoundly affected modern macroeconomics and social liberalism, both in theory and practice. He advocates interventionist economic policy, where governments use fiscal and monetary policies to mitigate the effects of business cycles and economic recessions. His ideas are the basis for the school of thought known as Keynesian economics. His most famous book was published in 1936 titled The General Theory of Employment, Interest, and Money.
Hi, my name is John Maynard Keynes, and I'm addicted to economics.
Hi, John Maynard Keynes.
I was doing pretty well. I mean, I was 6 weeks sober, and then all of a sudden I had to make this big decision. So, of course, the first thing that comes to mind is trade-offs or alternate decisions, alternate choices, you know. And so all of a sudden I was like, well, why don't I just draw one graph? I mean, it's just a graph. And then I started making theories upon theories upon theories, and then I couldn't stop, and it was just so ashamed.
It's okay, this is a safe place. You made a mistake, but you're here now. Thanks, David Hume. I love you, man.
So beautiful.
Hi, I'm David Hume, and I'm addicted to economics.
Hi, David Hume.
As you all know, I was a Scottish philosopher, economist, historian, and an important figure in the history of Western philosophy and the Scottish Enlightenment. I've been doing really good. I'm almost 6 months sober now, and I rarely ever think about economics and the economy. Opportunity cost, the cost of the next best alternative use of money, time, or resources, when one choice is made rather than the other, doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Woo! Stronger than that. Oh yeah.
I couldn't have done it without you guys. I love you, so I wish you all good luck, and I'll leave you with a quote. By me. Beauty in things exists in the mind which contemplates them.
Nice.
David Hume is a real inspiration of mine. To be able to be involved so gravely in the economy and overcome something like that, it's so inspirational. Richard Cantillon!
Hey, Adam Smith. A bunch of us are getting together to go to lunch. Are you interested?
Yes! I actually wanted to get some economists together. I wanted to discuss the paradox of value. It's a situation where some necessities have little monetary value, where some non-necessities have a much higher value. That absolutely fascinates me.
Right. Well, we're actually just gonna hang out, you know, like non-economic stuff. Just come to lunch with us. I'll pay. It's a free lunch.
You know very well there is no such thing as a free lunch.
Right.
You know, I once said the real tragedy of the poor is the poverty of their aspirations.
Yeah, okay. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Bye. It's situations like these that takes over my life. I need to handle this fixation as soon as possible. And I also came up with this quote. By a continuing process of inflation, government can confiscate, secretly and unobserved, an important part of their wealth of their citizens. God, no more quoting. I need to overcome this. It's economics. It doesn't matter to anybody. I mean,
Hey Carl, can I borrow $5?
Did you know that currency is the paper component of money?
Oh my gosh, you were doing so well.
I know, I can't help it. My fixation on economic terms is just too crazy to overcome. Sorry. Gosh.
I love Carl, but he's taken this whole economics thing to a level that it really doesn't need to be taken to.